Antihero Studios has just given me sneak peeks for all the newest updates in Misfitz. From a whole new lobby to being able to select your loadout, this is everything new they've been working on. Keep in mind that all of these updates can be changed and they're just testing out to see what players think. First up is they have a new tutorial. Now let's be honest, in the last playtest, the tutorial was not very solid. There was definitely a lot of things that needed to be worked on, and now it's looking a lot better. The tutorial now is very solid on showing you how to attack enemies and use your aiming button. And let's be honest, I'm still always going to be auto-aiming. It now shows you what relics are and what you're supposed to do with them. And did I mention that we have some crazy awesome animations now? When you pick up your first relic, Ray has an awesome animation holding the relic, and we also start to get a little bit of lore about the story as well. We are told that Zero is trying to get the relics, which introduces us to the story a little bit more. Next, we're told to run to the extraction point so we can keep the relics and not let them fall into the hands of Zero. But you also run into Shade. The tutorial now shows you how you can use the team up feature as well, which is great for new players, not knowing that that even exists in the game. And that is the ending of the first tutorial in the game, and I think it's very solid, and it's definitely going to help new players be able to discover a lot more about the game. Right after the tutorial, you're going to get to see an awesome animation of Ray and Shade for the first time in the lobby. And I'm going to be honest, this lobby is so much cooler than the last one. This is the new Misfitz hideout. We have the relic decoder in the middle where we are going to be turning in our relics. If you also pay attention to the back of the image, there is a shop which later on we can see a little clearer. Now we don't know what Misfitz is planning on selling in the future, whether that be cosmetics or power upgrades, but either way, it's awesome to know that we're gonna be getting a shop in the lobby. Looking around the lobby a little bit more, it looks like we also have some testing dummies, so if you want to test out damage or how strong a character is, this will also be a great way to just test it out straight in the lobby. If you remember in the previous lobby, there was a boxing ring down in the bottom corner, which has now been moved to the new lobby, and it looks a little cooler as well. This is a closer image of the shop, and we do not know what they are planning on selling. In previous games, there have been cosmetics. You can buy different upgrades for your characters. You could also buy gear for your characters, but at the moment, we do not know what they are planning. Moving on through the tutorial, you will be shown how to use the relic decoder. It also has some new cool animations with it as well. The character upgrade section looks mostly the same, but there are new animations for the characters. We get to see Ray's animation right here when we are selected on the character. This character upgrade section does look a lot cleaner in my opinion. I do also like that it shows a little bit better that you can scroll up on the upgrade abilities. If you did not know, I had no idea you could scroll up for like half the time I've been playing the game, and I missed out on so much abilities for the characters just because I didn't know. Queuing into the second half of the tutorial is going to let you take out a few more bots and pick up a relic. And then you're going to meet the next character, Rush. Rush is going to want you to follow because a relic spot has been found, but then Rush sadly gets taken out. And I mean, that was a crazy hit too. Rush fully wiped out there. So basically, out of all of this, the tutorial goes over a lot more solid information to help you understand how to play better. As you get to the second half of the tutorial, you're going to run into the boss in the middle, and you're going to learn for the first time that you can lose quite a bit of loot. So you want to make sure you're definitely extracting with everything you collect. Another cool feature that's being tested is railings on the side of buildings. Now, if you see a little railing on the side, that means you cannot fall off the side of a building. But if there's nothing there on the side, you can actually just fall off the side of a building. As I watched through the clips, I did not see any indication of taking fall damage from this, but we do not know if you can fall from higher distances as well. So in the future, we'll have to see if fall damage is a factor in this game, but if not, that's pretty cool that you can still fall off any side of a building to get out of a situation quicker. Another small change on the map as well is the explosion barrels seem to look a little bigger than the original versions. So this could make it a little bit easier to hit them if you are running by and trying to trap someone in a fight. Misfitz is also testing a smaller map size as well. If you've played in previous playtests, sometimes it takes a while before you come across someone, but in this updated version, they are testing a map that is a fourth the size of the original map we're used to playing on. This is definitely going to lead to a lot more fights and a lot more action in a match in general. We don't know yet if they're planning on adding smaller map sizes and leaving the big one in as well, but for testing a map that is a fourth the size is definitely going to leave matches a lot more action-packed and a lot less running around. One of the newer features they are testing that I am actually super excited about is being able to select your loadout. Now, as we see here in the clip, there is actually a slider for all 3 different sections of gear that you have. It shows that the character has 2 rare green hats and then 1 gray, so it's letting them scroll up and select the green hat to use instead of the gray. And it looks like if the slot is empty, you can go in with no gear, or you can go up and select one that you already own. This is definitely going to be an awesome change if you're trying to save your gear and upgrade it higher so you can have a stacked loadout. Imagine if you're trying to save gear so you can have the most upgraded gear in the game, you can now just go in over and over with empty slots until you have been able to upgrade your gear enough. On the left, there are also 2 buttons as well. If you select best, that one will just make it go to the best gear you have available at the moment. If you select the empty button, that one will just take you to no gear selected at all. Also, for any of you who care about settings as well, you are now able to change the quality of your game and the frame rate you're running on as well. Down in the bottom, it's also showing your name as well, and it looks like there's 3 changes remaining. I don't know if that's how it's going to be in the future, but for now, it looks like you get 3 name changes. Another epic change is customizing controls. We don't get to see it in the clip, but I'm guessing it's close to Brawl Stars where you just get to drag your joysticks around and customize kind of where you want them to be. Now, with me showing all of these new sneak peeks, you might be like, Cinder, when can I jump in game and try this out? I want to play all these updates right now. And here's some more news. Misfitz is going to be doing another playtest, but for new players only. The purpose of this playtest is for them to get an idea of how well the tutorial and the beginning of the game works. At the moment, it's hard for them to separate new players and existing players to get an idea of how everything is working. And with existing players having a lot of experience, it makes it way harder for new players to actually get a feel for the game. This may also make you feel like, Cinderator, it's unfair that new players get to play and I don't because I have been a long-time fan. It is fully okay to feel this way, and I definitely would love to jump in and play these updates as well. But if Misfitz wants to get the best idea for how the tutorial is working, they're going to need the new players that don't know how the game works. And don't worry, I am 100% sure that Misfitz is going to let us try a lot of epic updates in the future. Also, type any suggestions you have for the game as well, because the developers of the game are watching and they always want to make changes and make the game as epic as possible. 2 other Misfitz creators, Ryan and Fries, will also be posting sneak peeks as well. So if you like another perspective, make sure to check their videos out as well. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.